Charles and I. No, Charles! Charles got flown off. Well, he got his couple of minutes of fame. And ran over Mr. Bean. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ritz, and today we are playing Satisfactory again. And Ronald says hello. Not only Ronald, but Mr. Bean says hello as well. I've done a little bit of grinding, off-camera grinding, and if you look in the top right, we have completed phase 2. That's right. I finally was able to complete them all. And we have a little bit of leftover of these smart plates. If you watch the stream, you'll remember that I came across some heavy modular frames, and we can use those heavy modular frames to do something fantastic. If we go in the transport, we can now make the Explorer. Are you kidding me? The Explorer? Look at this thing. Now, before we get into phase 2 of Satisfactory, I just have to try this thing out. We found 53 of these things. I just have to try it out. Oh, this thing looks crazy. This might be one of my favorite looking vehicles in the game so far. This has to be. All right, so how does this thing work? Obviously, I can't drive it without gas. That makes sense. So we have some storage. Oh, there's a craft bench in here as well. Wasn't that just so handy dandy? I only have solid biofuel, but let's see. Oh, it sounds pretty cool. Let's get into it. So I want to see the off-roading capabilities of this thing. And hopefully we don't run into anyone that will hurt us. But oh, it has some off-roading capabilities as well. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Let's not go on the poison. Watch out, Ronald. Where did Ronald go? Ronald just disappeared. Did I kill Ronald? Oh, no. He's up there. I see him. He's next to the tree. You didn't see that, Mr. Bean. So already, you've already used 6 solid biofuel. We really need to get a new fuel source in this game. Oh, look. Is this Otis? No, it's Charles. Oh, Charles is the one that helped us fight against the spiders in there. Well, Charles, thanks for the quartz, bud. Can you get in here? Is it possible for you to get in here? Hold on. Oh no, I don't have any concrete. How else can I build a ramp for Otis? Conveyor belt. All right, we drive this thing right here. All right, come here, bud. Oh, can't. He's not gonna be able to get up here. Oh wait. Yes. Come here, Otis. Come here. No, come on. You can get up here. Charles, you have a mission. What else did you find? You already found some wood? I don't need that, Charles. Just follow me. Get on the conveyor belt. Like a good Charles. You did it before. You can do it again. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, Charles, what am I going to do with you? Oh, I just ran over Charles. Oh, I'm so sorry. Charles will be back. I'm going to go get some concrete. This thing has amazing off-roading capabilities, I must say. I'm a big fan. You can see my makeshift motor factory right there. But I have something today in plan so that we no longer have to handcraft, quote unquote, our motors and stators anymore. What we're going to be doing is going to be pretty exciting. I'm tearing down my entire factory, and I say entire factory, just the starter factory. So that should be pretty exciting, but I really want to test this out first. Come here. I want to get Otis in the passenger seat back there. It looks like a perfect bed for him, but Otis is in timeout, so we'll have to use Charles instead. Are you ready, Charles? All right, come here, Charles. And then just come up here and jump. Jump, Otis. Jump, Charles. Charles, get in the dang Explorer. I don't think this is gonna work. Well, I tried. There's only one extra solution I can think of. Test number 3. Come here, bud. No. Oh, okay, come here. Just a little bit closer. A little bit. Okay, right there. No, so close. Right there. Oh, hold on. All right, Charles. We're going on a mission. You can work. You can't drive on it. It's amazing. Charles and I. No, Charles. Charles got flown off. Well, he got his couple of minutes of fame. And I just ran over Mr. Bean. Oh, man. Well, I'll see you later, Charles. It's time for us to go on a mission. I want to see what else this thing can do, especially against Redditors. Come here. Does this do damage, or does it just flop them over? Oh, yeah, that's right. Carnage. Okay, is it going to take a few times to kill him? Or am I just going to ragdoll? I'm just going to ragdoll him around. Is he alive still? Oh, he's alive. He's up and moving. He doesn't even know I'm here. He doesn't care I'm here. He just doesn't care. What's up, dude? But the fact that I'm in a vehicle, he just does not care at all. And this thing does no damage. It's just a ragdoll machine. Well, we did our testing. Our testing is A+. I give it A+. This thing is like Tokyo drifting too. I'm a big fan of this vehicle. No more walking. I'm rich now. Come on, Charles, let's go back home. And the Manta. Hello, Mr. Manta. It is time. It is time. A moment we've all been waiting for. The Hail Marys of Hail Marys. The glory of all glories. The fix-its of all fix-its. Project Assembly Framework. Space Elevator Resource Delivery 2. Time to unlock Tier 5 and 6. All right, here we go. We got all the resources. We load. We seal. It's time to send it. And there it goes. The space elevator's going. And it's gone. That's exciting. I won't see it for a while. And phase 3, hold on. What does phase 3 entail? 2,500 versatile framework, 500 modular engines, and 100 adaptive control units. Don't even know what those are. But I think it's safe to assume that we've unlocked an entire 2 different tiers, and I think it's time to check it out. Before we do, Otis, you jamming out? Otis is jamming out here since he's stuck. Right, Otis? How'd you find some copper ore? You've been stuck here. Well, you'd be listening to Songs of the Conquest while I'm gone, Otis. Back to the main objective, the hub terminal. So let's look at what we got. Oh, interesting. We can almost upgrade this immediately. We've unlocked circuit boards, plastic, rubber, an oil extractor, refinery. What is this? Fuel? We finally have fuel to use for our vehicles? And then, oh my gosh, the manufacturer. And a truck? The manufacturer has 4 inputs? Oh my gosh. And that's where we get the modular engine and the adaptive control unit. We've unlocked computers, a packager that packages, oh, we make fuel into packaged fuel. Interesting. And there's oil. Oh gosh. Oh, and finally, something that can protect us from the gas. And we have expanded power infrastructure, a fuel generator, so a new source of power, and those take heavy modular frames. We also unlock conveyor belt Mark IVs, which transports up to 480 resources per minute. That's crazy. Scanner update Deuterium ore? I thought we already unlocked this. Someone explain that to me. Anyways, a jetpack. Oh my gosh, a jetpack. That's crazy. I wonder how those work. And what? We've unlocked trains. And interesting, there's like train stations. So we already are making a ton of steel beams and steel pipes. We need to make these 2 things. Those should be the objective. Computers are going to be huge. And we also need to do some motors as well, which I think I have planned today. What else do we have? It seems like computers. Yeah, computers, heavy modular frames, rubber, and plastic are the big ones that we need to make for this next stage. Manufactured. Wow, these things are just so crazy. And circuit boards. Circuit boards are going to be huge too. And while I'm updating you on some of this stuff, I thought I'd just give a little preview with how our stuff was looking right now. So the white represents our main base, which is here. We have our storage, our elevator, which goes over there, our main level down there. And then this will bring us to the steel factory all the way over there. This will bring us to the coal factory, which I don't think I've set up. Actually, yep, I haven't set up and I can't get back down. Whoops. So that's going to go to the coal. This is going to probably heavy frames because you guys in the stream have been telling me to heavy frames are big. This goes to something and this will go to the motors. So I'll travel while I talk, but I have a newly improved setup for traveling now. So what I'm thinking is one of 2 things. We either make our new factory here where the old factory was set up, and I'm thinking we either make a lot of motors in this area or we make a lot of modular frames, heavy modular frames. But I was doing some scouting and it seems like a good area for modular frames can be right over here too. So what I'm thinking is we use this area for some motors and whatever else we haven't made yet. What are some other resources we haven't made? The big ones though are motors and stators. We just need to have those automating so we can have a supply of them. But those guys are the big ones. These require a lot of steel and iron. So honestly, we can decide whether we want to make this area over here. Look, there's our new AI limiter factory right there. And all the resources are going into the sinks right now. I'm going to have a lot of tickets. So this is the decision I need to make, is if I want to transform this factory into heavy modular frames or the motors. And it seems like to me, heavy modular frames might be the better move. So it might be a good idea just to go ahead and lock heavy modular frames right now, but I'll show you what I've done. So as you can tell, we have 4 pure iron nodes here. That is a lot of iron that we can make heavy modular frames. And then we also have some copper here that we can use for those heavy modular frames. I think that they require copper, right? Maybe they don't actually. Ooh, they don't require any copper. Okay, but I do know the motors require copper. But I also did some work over here in preparation. This right here is 2 lines of 240 of coal. And I got that down, and I'll show you real quick. Whenever we were making our AI limiters, we used that copper node right there. And I realized that there's 2 coal nodes right there that I used. So brought those coal up, and that's 480 coal total. So we can use that for either motors, or we can use that for heavy modular frames. And I can't decide what to do. So let me make this decision real quick, and I'll be right back. All right. So major decisions had to be made. And I ultimately decided that we just have so many resources down here that we have not yet used. So I figured, what's a better way to use these resources than just making a factory right here? So this is the plan. Notice my architecture here. It's beautiful, isn't it? But anyways, this is the glass box. Don't know why I decided to make this a glass box. There goes the sugar cube. The glass box here represents transparency. You're able to see what I'll be doing. And I plan on just kind of going step by step with this build. And hopefully, you know, you guys like this better where I kind of talk through my thought process. So we need 2 things. We need stators and we need motors. So let's look up motors real quick. We need these guys. I'm not sure how the best way to do this. Oh, look, my recipe on the right finally showed up. I don't know why it was hidden. So we need to make obviously steel pipes, and that requires steel. We gotta make some wires, some rotors, and some iron rods. So I'm not sure what the best way to do this is. I think motors are one of these first complex items, and you guys have mentioned to me before, the game gets a little bit not overwhelming, I'd say, but it just gets a little harder to plan these stuff out. Let's just do this for a second. Let's just plan out what we need. And I think I might have too many resources here. I kind of overdid it, and maybe we can expand upwards if we're not making enough. So here's what I'm thinking we do. I'm thinking we just grab some of this iron, some of this coal, and some of this copper. And I think we'll just use 1 copper, 1 coal, and however many iron nodes we need. So let's figure out the copper first. 30, 30, 30, and 30. That alone is 120, which means we're gonna have to make some more, which is okay. Let's just I'm gonna make this too small. No, we're fine. I just didn't do this properly. Yeah, this will be better. Okay, so we'll start from this corner, and we're gonna need a total of 8 of these, I think. Now I could overclock these. Do 45? Nah, we don't want to overclock them. I think we'll just do that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so 240 divided by 30 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these will be making copper. You know what? Copy settings. These shall now be making copper, all of them. And then we'll have 240 copper ingots and steel pipes. Does that require any copper? I don't think so, but we'll double check. I think it's just steel. Yeah, it's just steel. Perfect. Okay, if that's the case, then we're gonna need 1 of the iron and 1 of the, what is it called? Oh, I don't have plates. No. Okay, let me get plates. I'll be right back. All right, so we have the plates now, and we're gonna need 1 of these guys. And kind of underestimated the amount of space we have in here, but that's okay. But the basis of this is we need to put this in this corner right here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is there not enough room right here? Oh, we got plenty of room. You know what we need? Someone told me this, if I could find it. Is it in it's organization, right? Yeah. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? I mean, it might be able to work out. Hold on. Blueprints, steel. I mean, it kind of worked out. I'll count that as a dub. Wow, we're gonna have no room in here. That's okay. Let's just let's place this right here and hope for the best. How are we looking? You know, it's gonna work out perfectly. I think it's gonna work out. These things are an issue. Perfect. All right, so we got all those going up, and I'll factor it over here. And we don't have steel beams. It's a good thing our steel beam factory is right here. I tried to jump over it. Sugar cube, you ran me over. And I think it's this one. Aha. What could we drop here? Wood. Don't need you. All right, that should be enough. All right, perfect. So now we have these Mark III belts. 240. Boom. Boom. 1, 2. Boom. That's going in there. And then we have the iron coming over here. It's going to work out pretty good, actually. 1, 2. And then Mark III conveyor belt. I think that's going to match. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Now, that's not going to be powered just yet. But that's the steel done. With 240 steel. Lays all of these mergers down. All right, so let's do the math here. All of these can be Mark 1s that go into the smelters themselves. Because we only need 30. Perfect. All right. So if we do the math correctly here, Mark II belts can go up to 120. Okay, so 240, 210, 190, 160, wait, am I doing this right? Oh, okay, that's where I got off. 180, 150, and 120, 90, and this can be a Mark 1. Aha, okay, perfect. That makes, yep, we're good there. That the 190 is what threw me off. So now we just power pole everything, because you know that's the way you do things. Power pole you, power pole you, power pole you, and we'll put one on the edge. Connect all these up. Now these are all connected. Fantastic. Now what we need to do is do iron, and I'm thinking we'll do something like this over here. Before we merge all of these smelters, I want to know what the best route. Should we just set them all up in one? Like 1 240 belt and keep it simple and then we split as we need? Or do we kind of group them? How about we group them? I like the idea of that. Perfect. Would you look at that? We're only going to need Mark 1s and then we'll need Mark 2 from here on out. And just to be sure, we'll do something along the lines of this. And I can add a conveyor pole, conveyor lift hole. What's the best way to do this? What is going on here? That's the end of it. I see, and that's going to be the output right there. Okay, so that's all of the copper, because we're going to have probably 2 irons for this. Yeah, so we're going to need 2 irons in total. Start as close as I can over here. We'll make our way that way. This, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Maybe we can fit 2 in here. Oh yeah, we can maybe do this. Let's try this out. This might not look the best, but it might be just enough. Let me try connecting this up and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got everything connected. It was a tight squeeze, let me tell you. Look at this tight squeeze. Everything is running 100% efficient. And I don't know what I was thinking, trying to fit in double the amount of resources on this bottom level for just smelting. Maybe if I got some overclocking done, but regardless, out of my mind. We'll start with this amount of rotors and stators. So the next phase of this project is to come up here. The next part of this project is to make a lot of things. And this project isn't going to be 100% efficient because this is engineering. Everything can't be 100% efficient. I lied. But what we can do is just start consistently making some motors and stators, because you guys mentioned in my live stream that they're not really that useful at the moment. Supercomputers, however, are big. But we'll make a bunch of supercomputers and make those 100% efficient. So the bottom line for this is just to kind of get some automated stuff going. So end goal. Let's think about end goal here. End goal, we need some rotors, some stators, and we need motors. So for rotors, we need some rods and we need some, what is this? Screws. This is where the steel pipes are going to come in handy, or the copper wire. And then here's where we combine the two to make motors. So I think we just make the most amount of rotors and stators as we can in here. And then we'll probably make an overclocked motor or 2. Let's actually look at the target. What if we do 200%? We can make 10 per minute, and that's going to require us to do 20 of each. So if we need 20 rotors, do those also require assemblers? I think they do. We're going to have some assemblers. Yeah, you're right. So if we want to make target of 10, not 19, 10. Maybe we're going to have to triple clock these guys. We are. 250%, 3 slugs. That's all right. I'd rather overclock these than not overclock these. Okay, so we need 50 iron rods and 50 or 250 screws per minute. Let's focus on the rotors first. So we're going to need 50 rods per minute. Seems like to me we're going to have to overclock. We're going to need some more power shards. Let me go get some more power shards. All right, so if we come over here now and we max overclock this guy, he is giving 37.5 rods per minute. And we need how many again? 50. So we're only going to need 225. And we just, let's do 25 per minute. So we're only need two of those guys. Perfect. All right, let's just figure this out real quick. Iron is this way. Perfect. So constructors, 2 will be making rods. Each of these will be overclocked twice to make a 25. We'll copy these settings, pasted. Love it. And it actually auto inserts the power shards. I did not know that. Fantastic. Okay, so we're making 50 of those. And we're also going to need 250 screws per minute. Well, it's a good thing we have something special near and dear to our hearts. It is the alternate cast screw recipe. And let's see how far we can overclock this baby. 125. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Copy, paste. Is that 250? 125 plus 125? Oh boy. Now, isn't that something? So, theoretically then, if we did something along the lines of, let's put this in the middle, like this, is that enough room to merge? Definitely is. Let's copy these settings down. Settings are copied, pasted, boom. Look at that. This was a lot easier than I thought it would be, but yet again, I'm only making 10 per minute, so I cannot be one to say, oh, this was too easy. I also can't see a thing. That's what we're doing in the next episode. We're adding lights everywhere. So then if I'm not going to do too much math here because we're just trying to get this up and running, operational. That's one of the biggest things that you guys have talked to me about is I think I worry about making things too efficient right now when I don't even have a lot of resources to mess around with. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a step back and just enjoy the game by not correctly adding these splitters. I love that. I love that. So yeah, I'm just going to take a step back, try to enjoy the game by just making the resources that I have. And eventually, if I get to a point where I just need to, I'll make mega factories when I have enough resources to do so. Because right now, I don't have those resources. So those are all the rotors set up. And I'm sure power is going to be an issue later, but we're going to unlock oil, I think, soon enough. Fuel, actually. What else did we need for, stators, the darn stators. I see. And in order to make the motors again, we're going to make 10 per minute, I think is what we aimed for. So then for 10 motors a minute, we're going to need 10 stators per minute. Okay. So if we grab the stator here, we need 10 per minute. And if we need 10, that's going to be overclocked twice. We need 30 steel pipes and 80 wire per minute. All right, so let's focus on the pipes first. Pipes are just made in the constructor. And oh yeah, wait a minute. We're only going to need one. I might have overkilled this. 30, we need 30 per minute. And this guy, we're going to overclock it once and take it to 30 per minute. Love that. Let's do it right here, just out of the way. One lone constructor for all of these smelters. Again, we're not looking for perfect here. We're just trying to get this operational to get some motors coming in. Pasted those settings in and we're making 30 pipes. What's next for these stators? I think it's copper wire. 80 copper wire. All right. Copper is coming out of both of these right here. Why don't we use, let's get rid of this one. And we're going to need just, why don't we add this over here? We might be able to go for a target of 80 with just one of these. Can we get away with it? Can we get with 80? Oh, we cannot. Okay, that's fine. We'll do 240, which is totally okay with me. Let's get the splitters over here as well. Split these guys up just like this. Perfection. And that should be copper. Love it. And why? So then, here's what we do here. We connect this guy. 1, 2. Merge these two. The last thing we need is to just get some motors coming out. And the way we do that is by connecting this guy right here. That's 10 per minute. We only need Mark 1s. This guy is connected, and I think we're going to need Mark 1s for this guy. I did that completely wrong. Did I do it again wrong? No, I did not. I did it again. Boom. And just like that, we have some motors coming in. Fantastic. Now, I probably could have done some more with this. However, I just need some motors being made. And upper level is powered. We have light. And then come over here. For output, our lonely 5 per minute. It's not much, but it's something. Conveyor wall. Let's see if we can grab it from over here. Oh, we sure can. Give me this. Would you look at that? Ain't that something? That looks pretty good. And then for right now, we will just start storing this in a storage. I'll put the overflow into a... Actually, why don't we set this up now? Oh, I might have enough. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Do I have the smart splitter? Of course I don't. Of course I didn't bring an AI limiter. I'll do that later. And we should have our first motors coming in shortly. But anyways, this was our glass dome little piece. And we have a lot of resources to work with. What I'll probably do is refactor this eventually. But for right now, I just needed to make some motors because I think in total I have 50. I handcrafted 50 more. And we're going to need a lot of motors. However, I think I've been rambling on enough now. Thank you for watching and tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me. And this has been the Satisfactory motor compilation. And look at this. Our rotors, we don't have stators. Why do we not have stators? What's going on over here? Steel ingots. A lonely iron is blocking the way. Do you see this? It's stopping all production. Unbelievable. That's why we haven't been making anything. We had some lonely iron. How did that one piece of iron get through? I'll wait for the end of the video until we get our first motor. I'll wait. I don't care how long it takes. Here's our first stator. Those things look crazy, actually. Now we'll wait for our first motor. I'm not ending the video until this happens. There it is. It's making. And just like that, our first motor operational. Now that we've made our first motor, I can officially say this video is over. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the series, go ahead and watch the other parts. You can see how I did that big bridge. Pretty fantastic. Appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, peace out.